it go. Champ selection is already here. The bans are up. Kha'Zix,
Wait,
Gragas.
what?
Yeah, Kha'Zix is going to be banned by DR Esports. They're not going to allow that. And then the Corki. While on the opposite side, we are going to be seeing an Anakali, Camille, and Olaf ban.
Yeah, but my what was actually referring to the first pick by GR Esports. This is too strong. Alicia
sorry.
was open, and the response by James Esports was to get Braum.
All right.
And Braum and Lee Sin, I would say that so far GR Esports is showing a very promising draft, especially
Right.
having picked a very comfortable champion for Rocks, and that's the Nami.
Yes, definitely. But here, power pick for Jamie's Esports. At the very least, they got Renekton. Corki, I'm not sure about that. It's showing us a ban, so it might be there might be a disconnect right there. But anyway, so Riven though is gonna be picked by DR Esports. We saw how Riven is starting to rise into the occasion. And then Oriana and Jarvan 4.
Wombo combo.
Fizz. Yay!
Okay. Alright, you're making me do it, huh? But yeah, Pago is going back to the Fizz that did actually show off or pop off a couple of times yesterday during game number 2 against Omega Esports, no less. But on the other side, looking at the lineup, I think this is the third game in a row that Ataf. It's very it's very weird to pronounce it that way, because if you look at it, Ataf is a former player of Sunsparks. Looking at the history, he's known as Fate, so do not be confused if I refer to him as Fate. And
Right.
on the this is going to be his third game in a row on the Jarvan, and his playstyle did actually change. He's now willing to play for his team rather than go for the carries. So a very interesting pickup as well.
So you're saying Etaf is Fade, so Edaf is Fade, right? So yeah, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 1 of series number 4, DR Esports going up against Jamie's Esports. Early game, it is going to be a pincer move right here from DR Esports, but Jamie's Esports will be able to escape 3 champions here still, going for the chase, but that's not going to result into any kills.
Right, so rage advantage will definitely be on the side of Edaf here for the Oriana against the Fizz. But we know Pago, he will go for the kills whenever
Yes.
there's a window open. So Ignite for him. Meanwhile, Edaf on the barrier, so wants to be, safe on the
Right.
utility. Meanwhile, though, I did mention about this. Lucian would almost always going to win in the Dragon side, but this time around it's against Corki, so you could say that there is going to be at least a resistance. However, the deal breaker here is Rocks on that Nami.
Yes, definitely. But Papa Pig is also a very good support. The bubble is going to be connecting right here, and Gossable will go for the aggression right here. On the mid side, action all over the map. There it is. Piego will be half HP down, but the fruit is going to be there, so still 0-0 even at this point.
Okay, 0-0, and seems like that we are going to have a mirror. Although there should be a dive here.
This is going to be spotted though by the ward right there. Jarvan 4 flag and drag is going to be connecting. Flash forward. Is it going to be enough? Thor lit is not going to be enough. Thor goes down, and that is third goes down. That's the first blood going to the side of DR Esports.
You see what happened there, although Pago?
Ego will try to go for a kill, but
Oh,
will die
wow!
himself. So he's going to be punished with the aggression, and that's 2-0 DR Esports.
Etaf was able to secure that kill and get away with his life by doing some plays out of the screen. He went flag and drag, met with a scuttle crab, and then used smite for that extra HP. That way, even though the ignite was taken, he was still able to survive. That's just a very good small outplay, but definitely something to highlight about. Right now, though, with Pago going down and with 2 kills at the side of DR Esports, it's clear enough to say that if there is going to be a DR fight or a Rift Herald fight, it's best for James Esports to, avoid and go for the trade.
Yes, definitely. So yeah, Infernal Drake is going to be the first Drake of this game. I would say Jamie's Esports will just have to go for the Rift Herald directly. If ever, though, DR Esports is one step ahead they will want to try to contest that, maybe delay things, and maybe try to get both objectives since they have the advantage of the early game.
Yeah, one of the biggest advantage that you will have whenever you're playing Lucian when it comes to the 4 minutes objectives fight is if he breaks out the fight with a culling. It's similar to how Jin does it on the curtain call. It's just
Right.
go time, right? It's
Yes,
just like
that's
pew 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 pew, and then the HP will just disappear.
yes. Usually they use that to open up fights because that zones everyone. If they want to go for the fight, they're gonna be taking a lot of damage. But with that, let's see what's gonna happen. Next 40 seconds, the Drake and the Rift Herald should be up. So that's gonna be very interesting right here. Jamie's Esports. Let's see how they are gonna be planning this out.
Yeah, Devil J right now. I think this is also the third game in a row that Devil J is on the Riven. So the Riven and the Jarvan combination for DR Esports is such a comfortable pick that they don't want to reveal any of their other cards.
Oh, topside, Ryuken taking a lot of damage from the Riven. This is bad. Ryuken, though, will be able to survive with the Dominus. The fruit is there, so he's going to be okay. Riven will TP back home. So does Ryujin. And let's see where they are going to be headed to. Jarvan 4 is marching towards the Rift Herald. So this is interesting.
With what is said and done, Jamie's Esports is willing to fight it out. Remember, there is no Dominus available for the Renekton, and also the ultimate of Devil J is on cooldown. There's the
There
culling.
it is, the culling to open things up, but that's what Braum does, and he does good in shielding things. He sends out the ultimate right there. Tidal Wave is going to be taken down. That is Dragon down in favor of Jamie's Esports, so that's going to be big for them at the very least, but they are being chased. Will they catch Ryuken? Yes, Ryuken is going to go down. A double kill for the Orianna, and that will be 5-1 on the board in favor of DR Esports.
And it feels like that they will get another objective win here with 3 minions still able to tank some tower shots. I think DR Esports is in a very good position to secure the first tower of this game. Look at that. That's the amount of damage that you can dish out by maximizing the passive of Lucian. On the other side, though, Jamie's Esports wants the Rift Herald.
Yes, let's see. It is Jamie's Esports first here in the area, but Edaf is already here. Porky will try to join the fight. This is going to be a 4 versus 3. Flag and Drag is there, but it is too late. Deesin already takes the Rift Herald down. And here comes Cavalry from DR Esports. They're going to go for the chase right here. Everyone's running. Fizz is going to go down first. And that's the only casualty this time. But interestingly enough, Jamie's Esports takes the first Drake and the Rift Herald.
Yeah, but this is the same poison that we saw during game number 1 of the prior series, right? Yes, you're getting the objectives as consolation, but in return, you're actually you're surrendering or you're giving away kills over to your opponent. And not just that, the pressure is being put on by DR Esports whenever there's this opening. The champions are down and respawning.
Yes, and look at that. It is Lucian with 2 kills already. So is Orianna with 2 kills of her own. Ryuken is going to be alone here on the bottom side. Mid side, the culling is going to be casted right here and erases the HP bars of 2 Jamie's Esports champions. That's painful, man.
Yeah, that's definitely painful. That's the thing. Whenever you have a Braum, it's not 100% available. It's not going to be available 100% of the time, right? So you just pick up the timing, but there's a fight, possibly.
There. Let's see. They're going to be fighting under the turret right here. So the Fizz will connect onto the Charm the Waters, and here's the fight.
Oh!
Casted right here. But so much wombo and combo from DR Esports side. But interesting enough, Jarvan 4 is going to go down. This is going to be a 2-for-1 trade still.
Crocs?
Here comes the Croc, but the Croc will be facing so many champions from DR Esports side, and it is 3 champions dead, and DR Esports will take the mid turret as their reward.
Yeah, mid-turret as their reward, and they can still even respond to the push that is being threatened here by Pego. Overall, that's what did you see the Cataclysm, and then after they're trapped inside, there's a follow-up with Tidal Wave. I don't know. What does it feel like inside the hot tub? I feel like it's suffocating, I would say, for at the least. But DR Esports is really on point. Gospel with the 2 items already completed. If you said that calling is going to hurt champions. This time around, it's just going to double that with the item selection that we have here for Gospel. Devil J, though, also nearing the completion of the Solari Charge Blade. So
Mhm.
this pro players, they really prefer Solari Charge Blade. I think this is the time for us to say and proclaim Solari Charge Blade as a very efficient item to have.
Not just that, it's a broken item. I would say that is that is the, what do you call this? That's the vote. That's the verdict of the community right now. It's a very strong item to have, and but the good thing is it's not only to one side. Both sides can buy solar charge rate, so that makes it fair. So it is still very powerful nonetheless. Let's see. 8 minutes 30 seconds into the game, everyone's pinging onto the bottom side as the Mountain Drake is already alive. Everyone knows the
There's a
address
package.
of the party already. Is gonna be marching towards the pit. I think that's the Brom will start the fight right here. Good package right here by the Corky. Bite there.
Oh!
Dragon is gonna go down, but the Brom will go down though. Jarvan 4 is down. The bubble is gonna be connecting onto the Renekton, so that slows Renekton down.
Oh!
Let's see, the stun is gonna connect, and Riven will be erased just like that. And Jamie's Esports takes two dragons and takes the fight with them, but Oriana is gonna be very confident for the chase right here. Renekton though will be fast enough with the help of the Corky, and they're gonna be okay.
Wait, James Esports did just win that fight
They
off
did.
of a pickoff against Gospel. He was the first to go down. And remember when we were watching the series earlier, Time Lapse's Lucian was definitely almost always safe in
Right.
his positioning, but this time around, Gospel was a tad bit overextended, and James Esports saw the opportunity, grabbed it, and got the kill off of it. Not only that, they were able to secure the Mountain Dragon, so two dragons already on the side of James Esports. They could run for a win condition of getting or of extending this fight, but hold that thought.
Yes, there it is. Jarvan 4 is going to be going for Flag and Drag. Cataclysm is to be casted right here. No wombo combo this time. Tidal Wave is going to be a tad bit too late. So that is Jamie's Esports getting it, getting out, and getting paid off with the top turret. Let's see. There is going to be round 2 right here.
Wow.
Bomb sends out ult. It hits two champions. Etap will be very
Big
low.
ult.
Will have to run away. But he will still be okay at this one. He does go down. So this is bad. Well, Papa Pig is also down. Oriana shielded up. And he is still going to go down on the back lines. It is Corky who goes down, but it is only Gospel left for DR Esports to mourn for his team as they got destroyed in that fight. 12-9 on the board. Jamie's Esports are back, man.
Yeah, they're back. And what started that fight was a very beautiful play coming from Papa Pig. The flash onto the Glacial Fissure catches two people from a DR Esports. And from that point on, with Brox being the one on the wrong side this time, he was just assassinated. The fish connected, the shark connected, and Pago did the rest, right? From that point on, James Esports' composition here of being able to pick off at least the priority targets on the side of DR Esports, they have a chance, man. And the
Yeah, man.
Ryukin is just making things happen.
Yeah, look at that. Look at the gold lead. It is almost even after Pego was successful in the split push on the bottom side. So this is looking good for Jamie's Esports. And especially, we are already in the doorsteps of the mid part of the game. Remember, Jamie's Esports has the Mountain Drake, has the Infernal Drake buff in their hands. This is going to be bad for DR Esports if this continues like this.
Yeah, that's right. So when it comes to scaling, though, yeah, I would say that Oriana is just definitely scales better
True.
Than Fizz. But right now, though, the goal lead that you're seeing, it's all equal, and with the Infernal
On the dot.
Dragon and the Mountain Dragon, yeah, and with the Infernal Dragon and Mountain Dragon being secured here by James Esports, you could say that they are relatively ahead of this particular fight. James Esports just going chilly, all chilly. Let's go.
Yeah, man. I think they are meeting up in the mid side of the map, but just disengaged right there. Jamie's Esports are going to be TPing back home in preparation of the next Drake. They want this one. This is going to be an Ocean Drake, and that's going to help them a lot with the. They are at the disadvantage in the scaling part, so the dragon buffs should help them getting things even at the top side. Oh, that's not gonna hit right there. And Gospel with a
Wait.
big ultimate gone. That's gonna be bad. Bad, the Cataclysm. It's gonna be on point.
That's
Pego.
4 people.
Oh, let's see. Oh, no, the Fizz still goes down. Pego, good try, but he will go down. What? Oh, is this a Baron for a Drake?
Well, we are not 100% sure yet if James Esports can come back and contest this. This is too close to call.
All right, let's see. Tidal Wave is going to be there, and it is Jarvan 4 who takes down the Baron. And the package is going to be used right here. Brom sends out the ultimate earlier in the fight, but they are outnumbered in this fight, so they are going down one by one. This is costly for James Esports. I don't know why they contested it, but DR Esports will take 3 champions down in that fight, and they take the Baron as the reward.
Imagine if their dragons was a cloud dragon instead of an infernal dragon. I never imagined I would say this, but Pego is in the area that will say, all right, okay, so the fish will get whiffed. But yeah, you're getting what I mean, right? Imagine if it was a cloud drake that would give them a boost onto the mobility, so being able to rotate over to the Baron side at least a second earlier could have been the difference maker for Jamie's Esports. But the breaks of the game and DR Esports game sense is always there. Remember, these are veterans that has been in the scene of League of Legends PC for the longest time now. And that though, I just would like to highlight this guy, man. This guy was back-to-back MVPs from their previous series. Even up until now, he's not content, and he just wants to take the 3rd straight MVP.
Definitely. With the Baron buff, though, with their esports, they're able to take down the mid turret. That's just one turret, though. Will they be able to take another one? Looks like they will on the bottom side. Ribbon is already escorting the wave onto the bottom side here. Look at that damage right there. Even if Brom's shield was up, he was chunked down. Mid turret is gonna go down. Ribbon is gonna go into the fight with no teammates right here. That's gonna spell trouble. He will be able to get out right there, and the turret is already down. Stasis is gonna be used right here by the Fist, but he still goes down. Cataclysm goes onto a champion, but now no. Dragon 4 is gonna go down. Lee Sin is down, and it's a rampage onto the Lucian, and this is looking scary right now as Lucian survives. Corki, you need to get out of town, my friend. That's just gonna delay the inevitable, and Corki still goes down. And with an Oppo ace under DR Esports tag, they are gonna go for the push. No champions to defend this, so DR Esports will win game number 1.
Wrap it up.